actions have their reputation to consider.
Choose your next words carefully, Leonidas. They may be your last as king.
And water.
Madman. You're a madman.
Earth and water. But you'll find plenty of both down there.
No man, Persian or Greek, no man threatens a messenger.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
Madness. This is Sparta! 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 Sparta!
One man awakens another, the second awakens his next door brother, the three awake and rouse a town by turning the whole place upside down. The many awake can cause such a fuss, it finally awakens the rest of us. One man up with dawn in his eyes, surely then multiplies.
Awake. Shalom, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of 300, the 300 subscribers. Turns out Greece stole more than just the church. They stole the idea of the 300. Yes, the 300 comes from the Bible. We are not Spartan Greeks, but we are from the great tribe of Yisrael, the firstborn of Yahweh. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you that have subscribed, everybody who comments, that gives feedback. This video is for you and to recognize all that you do. I grew up in a small church that had just over a couple hundred people, right? Today there's over 10,000 people in that church. So one man awake can awaken another. Some may laugh, some may scoff, and they may do that, right? We are called madmen, we are accused of blasphemy, and we are insulted and threatened with slavery and death. But we will stand strong on Yah's word. And this, like I said, this video is for you. I want to know who you are. What is your testimony? What do you like? What do you not like? Is there something you'd like to see researched? I love to research, right? So I'm extending an offering to you. Freely I have received, and freely I give my time, my efforts to put together these videos in hopes that someone out there can give a like, can give a share, can give a subscribe, and tell people the good news, because it's great news what Yah has done for us. It's great news what he does through his people. We see the manifestation and the love of Yah when we are engaged with people. And people don't always know everything. We're all staring through a glass darkly, but as we stay faithful, Yah opens the door. He shows us things that we've never seen before. So we continue to be faithful and research these things out. He continues to show us things, and I tried not to get angry or upset. I've got a brother follower here that talks about, people are deceived, and we shouldn't get mad just because somebody's been deceived. They've been lied to. You don't get angry at a blind man when he stumps his toe. We need to be gracious. We need to have our words seasoned with salt, with kindness, with love. And, I don't do it perfectly all the time. Yes, we get frustrated when people challenge us or when they won't consider things, but it's all in good nature. We're surrounded by these giants from throughout the land, these giants of wickedness in many different ways, and we don't focus on the giants. We don't focus on the evil that surrounds us throughout the world. We focus on Yah and His Word and His blessings, His promises. He's got over 1,000 promises in His Word, and it's good for us to claim those as rightful heirs, as descendants of the Most High. We are born to live a life of abundance, and that's why the Messiah came, to destroy the works of the enemy and to give us a life that's more than abundant. So I pray that the word that you study each day, that word gives you that abundance that you need in your life, and that you put that word on in your mind, and that word in your mind transforms your heart, and that heart motivates you, gives you that spirit to go out there and do good for people and help them out. So today I just wanted to share with you guys. I thought, well, I've got 300 subscribers. What does the Bible say about 300? And so, yes, Sparta, maybe a ripoff or something from the 300 in the Bible. So I looked up verses that have 300 in them, and I put together a little compilation here, and we'll just read through these verses. Nothing too deep here, just looking at the words 300 in the Bible. Something, I thought about, like, whenever we're reading scriptures or we're putting together videos or teachings or sharing with something, you don't ever know what kind of impact that's going to have on somebody. You don't know what a certain person may be going through. But the Spirit teaches man, right? The Spirit tells man sometimes, and when we are laborers together with the Father, and when we plant those seeds, someone else comes along and waters, and then someone else comes along and gains the harvest, right? So, but it's ultimately the Father that causes it to grow, and we do our part to plant those seeds, to speak the word, to give the seeds to people so that they can take the seeds and hopefully put it into good ground. So that's what this channel is all about, is getting those seeds into good ground and just being a blessing to the nations, right? Let's look at our first verse here. This is in Genesis 5:22. And Enoch, he walked with Elohim after he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters. So 300 years, it's a long time. Could you imagine? Just, we complain about our lifespan now and how long things are. It's like 80 years, 100 years, pretty short, but 300, that's a long time, y'all. All right, 300. The Judges. This is probably where the stories of the 300 at Sparta possibly came from. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. And the number of them that lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, were 300 men, but all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water. And Yahweh said unto Gideon, by the 300 men that lapped will I save you, and deliver the Midianim into your hand, and let all the other people go, every man unto his place. So right there, with 300 men, women, there's a lot that can be done. So don't disqualify yourself. You deserve Yah's best. Judges 15:4. And Samson went and caught 300 foxes, and took firebrands, and turned tail to tail, and put a firebrand in the midst between two tails. It's a great record there of 300. Let's see what else we got here. 2 Samuel 21:16. And Ishbi-Benob, one of the descendants of the giants, whose spear weighed 300 shekels of bronze, and was armed with a new sword, thought to kill David. Well, didn't work out. Your 300 was for the wrong team, turns out. 1 Kings 10:16, 17. King Solomon made 200 large shields of beaten gold. 600 shekels of gold went into each shield, and he made 300 shields of beaten gold. 3 minas of gold went into each shield, and the king put them in the house of the forest of Lebanon. So he made 300 shields of beaten gold. That's a lot of shields. Was it for the 300? 300 Spartans? I don't know. Last verse here, Mark 14:4. There were some who said to themselves indignantly, Why was the ointment wasted like that? For this ointment could have been sold for more than 300 denarii and given to the poor, and they scolded her. What's new? Getting scolded for the kingdom, right? But our kingdom is not of this world. So the armies, they gather, they surround us. The giants in the land are there. But Yah's true people are not discouraged by that. We are not intimidated by the wickedness and the evil that surrounds us. We hang on to the promises. And when Yah says he's going to bring us out of the land, when he's going to raise us up, he's going to resurrect us on that day, that's what we stay faithful to. That's why we continue to do what we do. Sometimes you get exhausted. Sometimes you're worn out. Sometimes something doesn't make sense. It contradicts. Put it on the back burner. Don't throw out the baby with the baby water, with the bath water. Hang in there. Stay faithful. Over the years, that abundance is going to come to you. Continue to plant those seeds into your mind. Your head, your brain is like a garden. You put the seeds into your garden. The spirit, the seed goes into your mind, and you speak it forth. You give it life. To speak it is to give it life. And so take the words from the pages of the book and chew them, consume them, eat them up, make them a part of your vocabulary, your life, and then go out and speak them, plant it. That's the way to get the harvest, is you have to plant the seeds. So that's what we do with scriptures. We plant seeds, we study, we meditate on these things day and night. We teach them to our children so that they can be blessed too, and we stay faithful and grateful. Gratitude's the best attitude, right? Anyway, I'll go on, but I just wanted to say thanks to everybody that has subscribed and that comments and puts in suggestions or comments or whatever. Doors open. I would love to hear from you guys. I would love to hear your testimony and tell me what blesses you or what you'd like to see researched out. Maybe try to get some more understanding if something's never made sense to you, because there's still stuff, I think, that happens for all of us, right? So I think it's important that we, as a household, come together and think on these things, right? We midrash together. We consider, we see with our eyes. I'm grateful for all of you. So no matter what, I appreciate it. Thanks for your likes, your share, your subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Shalom.